So we just had 4 red days in a row for the S&P 500. Before I go on, if you guys are hearing anything funny in the background, that is my AC. It is over 90 degrees in Rhode Island right now, and for us New Englanders, that is freaking hot. So I got my AC on blast right now, so apologize for any weird background noise. But 4 red days in a row right here. Red, down day, red, 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 red. Okay, now you're probably looking, Uncle, that's a green candle. Yeah, well, look where it closed. It closed well below yesterday's close. That's a red day. 4 red days. All right, a rare 4 red days in a row. We gotta be careful here. It's been paying off being bearish lately, but we gotta be careful and watch out for the bounces. All right, watch out for those bounces. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch out for the bounces. Why? Because we just had 4 red days in a row. It's rare. I mean, you look in the price action in the past. It's rare to get 4 red days in a row before we get some type of bounce. Okay, 5 red days in a row is extremely rare. If we get it, holy moly, that's gonna be extremely bearish, and I will trade it. But the odds are of 5 red days in a row is very low. Okay, so just wanted to point that out. Overall, today was pretty choppy, very tough to trade. Remember on Tuesday was choppy, and then it was followed by a trend day. And then from the trend day that we had yesterday, we had a very choppy day today, as you guys can see. We did have like one trade set up. I had a 444 level. It broke out 444 to the 445. It broke out 444 to the 444.5 range. That's a mouthful. I had a target at 445.5 to the 446 zone. It literally took all day to go hit 445.5. So imagine waiting 4-5 hours, 3 hours, just for a $1.20, $1.50 move. Okay, so it was, tough trading day. Better for scalping, I would say. Shout out to NVDA for saving my account today. It's a smaller time frame. Got a little wedge here, guys. Got a wedge here on the smaller time frame. 30-minute chart. You can probably see it on the 1 hour too. But we'll view it on a 30-minute chart. The breakout for tomorrow, Friday, it's getting low, guys. It's getting low. So if it's above, let's see, opening for Friday tomorrow, breakout will be 444.7. So if it's above 444.7, it's a breakout of this wedge. To be more bullish, in my opinion, we got to get above 446. 446 is a fib level. 50% fib level from July 27th high down to August 18th low. Alright. A recapture of 446 for me would trigger longs. I would long above that. Alright. Targeting 448-ish. There is a gap at 449.2. And to recapture my green trend line, it got to get above 451. Alright. The fib level, critical fib level at 451.7 is still a level to watch. But to recapture the green trend line, got to get above 451. 451.7 would be bullish if we clear that. To put 454 in play, above 454, I favor the gap fill at 456.4-ish. Alright, overall for tomorrow, bulls need above 446 to be bullish. Alright, now, I did mention 5 red days in a row is rare. But doesn't mean it can't happen. Alright, it has happened. Probably in the past. I haven't looked it up. But I'm sure it has happened in the past. But it's rare. But if it does happen, the level that needs to break down for tomorrow is 443. If you're a bear and it breaks down 443, be happy. And if you're a bull and it breaks down 443, don't argue with the price action. You already know. Okay, if it breaks down 443, back test of my bull flag here, support would be at 441. Alright, below 441 will be a false breakout of my bull flag, and it'll put 439 in play. Remember, 439 is my white trend line from February 2nd high connecting June 26th low, and so on. 439 is that critical level. Below it, we could either go back and test August low back at 433, potential double bottom there, or if 433 fails, obviously we get a lower low. But as of right now, this is definitely looking like a lower high. All right, so 4 red days in a row. Close lower, close lower, close lower. Even this green candle we had today, that is a close lower, so I consider that a red day. Be careful for a bounce tomorrow. All right, if we don't bounce tomorrow, 443 breaks down, don't argue it. Look to short. But if 446 clears, look to long. Okay, play it level to level, because it could just be a dead cat bounce, or it could be a full-on reversal. So play it level to level, leave some runner. If it goes up more, your runners will catch it. Okay, anything between 443 and 446 is, in my opinion, chop. Triple Q. Triple Q. Gap below the 50% fib level, but managed to close back above it. All right, it was at 371.3. To break back out of this orange trend line, it needs to get above 373.5 tomorrow. All right, if it breaks above 373.5 tomorrow, that's a breakout of this orange trend line. But it really needs to recapture 375.6. That's the fib level. On the macro level, that is when I would be bull bias on Triple Q. I would favor this low here on Thursday, today's low, to be a higher low only if 375.6 recapture. If it does, that's bullish with 379 and 381 in play. Okay, if it breaks back below 371.3, we're likely heading down lower to 369, 367.5, 366, 364.4, and 362.5. all right, below 371.3 is bearish. Above 373.5 is short-term bullish, but I'll favor a low when 375.6 recapture. Hope that makes sense. Dow Jones, another inside daily candle. I love it. So the mother candle's high is 346.5 and the low is 343.4. That is the chop range. Above 346.5 is when you guys want to long. All right, with 349 and 351 in play. All right, there is support at 344, but if 343.4 fails, give it a zone. Look to short with 342.5, 341, and 339 in play. IWM broke down another fib level, 185.6. okay, that needs to recapture. If you're a bull, recapture 185.6 to trigger longs and put 188 and 190 back in play. Above 188, I would be bullish. But as long as below 185.6, that's bearish. Look to short on the next support of 183.6 to put 181.6 in play with 180 below. Tesla, unfortunately, we did not get the explosive move like I was hoping. We had a double inside daily candle. Unfortunately, we got another candle that didn't break any of the important range that I mentioned to you guys. It is a pretty big range, so maybe it'll need more time, but overall, just more chop. But what's nice about Tesla is that it's a pretty volatile stock. So if you had my levels, in my opinion, you know, the range was 243.2 to 252.8. That's pretty tradable to the upside or to the downside for day trading, of course. Overall, on the bigger picture, it's still overall chopping. All right. Boom. Above 253, I would long. All right. It's a recapture of my fib level, 78.6 fib level, and a break off this white trend line. Okay. Above 253, I would long on the Tesla. All right. With 255.5, 258, 261, and 263 in play. Okay. Above 253, bullish. As long as above 253, watch the breakdown of support. 250 could possibly put here it is, 248.5 back in play with 245, and then 243 below that, and then 240.7. Well, the grandmother candle's at 242, so watch that 242 level. 243 was around today's low, but bears need to break down 242 and 240.7 to be bearish. All right, let's see. Apple looked like it's in correction mode. I mean, we look at it from this rally in 2023. It looked like it's in correction mode. Usually correction mode comes in 3 waves. We'll see. We'll see. Watch that critical support at 172. If it breaks down 172, then that's a good sign the correction will head down lower to a lower low, all right? Overall, if 172 defends, which it kind of did today, it got down to 173.5. That was one of my support levels. Didn't break that one. But if it did, and 172 defended, I would trust it if it breaks, one of the resistant level, like get back above 178. Definitely would be bullish back above 180.75 and 182. All right? If those levels recapture, it's possible this could be a W pattern or something like that forming and will head up higher. But that's only if 180.75 and 182 recaptures, okay? Bears need to keep it below 178. Break down 176, 173.5, and especially that 172 level. Definitely bearish below 172. NVDA, it opened below my 457.5 level. That's this yellow line here. It was, might be a little challenging for some people to trade it when it gaps down like this. But remember, no matter where it gaps down, if you have uncle's levels posted or on like horizontal lines on your charts, no matter where it gaps down, you will always have pivot levels to reference. So right here, when it opened below 457.5, I mentioned to long above that in my Discord. I wrote it in trade ideas. 457.5 and 459.3 are resistant as posted in the FANG level. Please add them to your charts. No calls unless these levels clear. And they cleared intraday, triggered our longs, and it went as high as 463.4. So not a bad trade for NVDA, especially compared to the SPY. But as of right now, it's still overall bearish though, unless tomorrow 464 and 465.5 recaptures. If they recapture, look to long. That's bullish, and we could possibly head up higher. All right. Now, if it drops back below 457.5, that's bearish. Will likely drop down to 452.5 to 451 zone, and definitely would be very bearish on those. All right, consider joining my Discord if you want more levels and guidance on this stock. Now, Microsoft look like it's bear flagging here based on this green trend line. If it breaks down 329 and 327 tomorrow, that's very bearish for Microsoft. Okay, resistance is at 333. From here, it needs to clear 331 and 333 to put 335.5 in play. Above 335.5, I would favor more upside, maybe up to 340-ish. All right, but as of right now, be careful. Below 329 is a breakdown of this green trend line, and 327 is a breakdown of the fib level. Below 327, I'll be bear bias. Amazon had a nice recapture today of some lost levels above 135. I mentioned to be bullish. 136.6 was also recaptured. Now with support. If it holds that support tomorrow, 139 stays in play, and if 139 clears, that's a trigger more upside up to 140.6, 142, 143, and 145. All right, you know it's a dead cat bounce when it breaks back down support. Starting with 136.6, that'll be a false breakout, and below 135, I would be bear bias, favoring 131.8ish. Google managed to still bounce from that 134.8ish level, but did not recapture 136.4. If it does tomorrow, it's got some buying pressure. So if it does tomorrow, that is when 138 and 140.3 be in play, okay? Bullish above 136.4. Bearish below 134.8, all right? Bears been trying, but they've been failing. But let's see if tomorrow they can succeed. Below 134.8 is bearish with 132.8 and 129.5 in play. Meta, pretty choppy day. Okay, levels are still the same. Needs to break down 291 to be overall bearish. Give us that false breakout. Looks like it broke out. It back tested a white trend line today, but it's not showing much follow through. Okay, for me to believe this follow through, it needs to give us a close above 300 and 303 to put 307 and 309 in play. All right, it's a big range, so just be careful. It's a volatile stock with Meta. Netflix did not break the inside daily candles range. All right, below 437.5, we needed to break down to be bearish. Overall, there was buying pressure there. Follow through would be to clear 445.5 tomorrow to put 449 and 453 in play. Above 453, I would be bull biased. Still can't get bearish unless we break down 437.5. AMD, it looked like it rejected from that yellow trend line. Okay, is it a rejection to consolidate to break out, or is it a full-on rejection where we're heading down lower? As of right now, it's looking like a legit rejection. As long as it's below 107.4 tomorrow, watch the breakdown of 105. 105 held today, but if it doesn't tomorrow, short it, and we're heading down lower. 103.5, 101.5, and 99.5. If 107.4 recaptures, that is a good start, but it needs to break above 110 to break out my yellow trend line. That'll be breakout mode above 110 to put 112.2, 116, and 118-ish in play. And here is SPOT. Still rejecting from that 61.8 fib level. Again, if it breaks above 161.8, 61.8 fib level is cleared. Okay, 161.8 bullish to put higher targets in play. All right, I'll trust this rejection more if it breaks down 155.6 to trigger more downside. 153.6, 152, and possibly down to 149. Here is the dark pool order. We had 1.5 billion in premium at that 446 level. That's important level. Also one of my fib levels. If it clears it tomorrow, bullish, bearish below it. All right, guys. Here is the dark pool. Not dark pool. Here's the option flow filter for 500k premiums or above. SPY is bullish. QQQ is bearish. That's a divergence. Dow Jones is bearish. IWM is bullish. Whoa, it's so mixed today. Tesla is bullish. Apple is bearish. NVDA is kind of bullish. Microsoft was really bullish. Amazon is bullish. Google. Nothing for Google. Nothing for Google. Kind of bullish for Meta. Nothing for Netflix. AMD, nothing. And Spotify. Nothing for Spotify. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider joining my Discord if you want more content from Uncle Charters. Other than that, have a great evening. Peace.